Every time we set out to do something, things don't always go our way, right? We're going to get disappointment. We're going to get setback. We're going to have to face, what's that big R word? We're going to have to face rejection. When we're in the process of mastery, because we know it's a process, now we have to begin to think, okay, what emotional stamina do I need to build up to prepare myself for that rejection?
Welcome to Mastering Mondays. It's going to be a great day. I am Omika Benjamin and I am excited. Alan and Monique Williams never disappoint. And since they never disappoint, why should we disappoint them and not show up, right? So go ahead and drop your name, your city, and the state in the chat. Go ahead and share this with about 3 people. It's time to make Monday meaningful. So let's go ahead and get into this content. All right.
Hi, guys, it's Alan Williams Jr., and welcome back to Mastering Monday. Listen, I'm excited to be with you. Hopefully, you're excited to be with me right here at the Daniel Center of Leadership. So listen, right where you are, go ahead. Let me know where you're watching this from. Let me know where you're watching it from. I want to know your city. I want to know, what city you're tuning in from. I told you guys we got some great things coming up in 2023. I'm excited about, but I also want to know literally, where are you? Where are you when you're watching this broadcast? If you're watching it with me live, where are you? Alan, I'm at work. Alan, I can't lie, I'm in the car. I got it playing while I'm riding. Alan, I'm at the house. I'm in my home office, or I'm at the house with the kids. Let me know. Let's get some conversation started in the chat. Let's get some conversation started. Monique's in the chat. I'll be in the chat. Listen, guys, let us know what city you're watching from. And literally, where are you while you're watching this, whether you're watching a replay or live with me. Guys, 2023, right? 2023 is kicked off. Listen, we are settling in a lot of those plans, a lot of those ideas and goals. Hopefully, if you're rocking with us here on Mastering Monday, hopefully you're right in the middle of execution mode. Listen, guys, because here, guys, we know mastery is what we put our discipline towards, right? Meaning that I might not feel like doing it, but because I know that it's building something, then I'm going to exert the necessary discipline to see it come to pass. Guys, I know you guys are enjoying the message. I won't be here long at all. I just want to remind you, as you are sitting there, as you are enjoying the message, make sure you're commenting. That tells the algorithm, it sends a signal that this episode is worth listening to because there's engagement. So make sure that you're a part of that. Go ahead, drop something in the comment field. It could be where you're watching us from. It could be something of value that you hear, but put some comments in the comment field so we can signal the algorithm and get this message out to so many more people. All right, enjoy your message. So speaking of building, that's kind of where I want to settle in today. I want to talk about the building process of mastery. That's right. I want to talk about what happens when you're building something and rejection hits. Yeah, we're going there today. Because mastery, in its essence, when we think about mastery, we think about, the end result. We think about, if it's LeBron getting the scoring title, right? We think about if it's Steph Curry getting the 3-point title. We think about, Denzel reading off, his huge resume of movies. Will Smith, right? I mean, we just think about great people, whether it's in art, whether it's in sport, whether it's in whatever field whatever field it's in. When we think about great people, we think about mastery, we often think about the end result, right? What did their discipline lead them into? Over the next couple weeks, we want to zero in on the actual process of mastery, because how many of you know, while we're going through our day-to-day, when we set the goal and now we're going through, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when we are, now, we've had an amazing goal setting strategy. Now it's time to actually sit and do the work, right? And everything doesn't happen how we want it to happen. Listen, if you can relate, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Drop it in the comments right now. Listen, say, I can relate. Every time we set out to do something, things don't always go our way, right? We're going to get disappointment. We're going to get setback. We're going to have to face, what's that big R word? We're going to have to face rejection. Now, see, when we're in the process of mastery, because we know it's a process, now we have to begin to think, okay, what emotional stamina do I need to build up to prepare myself for that rejection? That's right. That's right. That's right. You say, well, Alan, listen, man, I go through enough now. I want to come to Master Monday just to get the good stuff. I want you to motivate me. Guys, hopefully this is motivating, because hopefully this is resonating with something extremely real. I want to resonate with what you go through on a day-to-day basis, because oftentimes when people hit rejection, they quit. I'm going to say that again. Listen, oftentimes when people are building something and they hit rejection, they stop, whether they want to admit it or not. But it takes a toll on your mental. And we all are human. We all are affected by rejection. We all are affected by disappointment. Nobody wakes up in the morning and say, "Oh man, I can't wait to get rejected today." No. That's why on social media we see everybody's wins, right? Because nobody likes rejection. But if we're going to master anything, we have to be ready to face it. We have to be willing to face it. I dare to say we have to plan to face it. Right? So I want to zero in on the scripture. It's Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And it says, "And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and the perfect will of God." Listen, guys, today's culture, success is determined by external factors. Yeah, in today's culture, that verse right there, that whole "be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Listen, the world is telling us, it has been feeding us, and it's feeding our children, it's feeding our loved ones, it's feeding our colleagues, that whatever your external results are, whatever receipts you can show me, whatever, dollar amount your business is worth, whatever, wins you have, that's who you are. That's your worth. Guys, I'm here today on Mastering Monday to let you know that just like in Romans, we have to renew our mind with truth. See, the culture of the world is based off of things externally, but the culture of the kingdom is mastery. Guys, the culture of the kingdom is mastery. That's why when Jesus prayed, he said, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." Thou what? Get this part. This is the part. This is the part that separates the kingdom's culture of mastery and the world's culture of external success. He said, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." What is that telling us here in our last few moments of Mastering Monday? That's telling us that there is a reality that's happening in the kingdom. There's a reality that God has created about your life and mine that is not consistent with what's going on in our world. You got to feel it, guys, because when you go out to build, when you go out to master, you're going to face some disappointment. As long as you're alive, as long as you're in this world, you're going to face some setbacks. You're going to face some rejection, right? But there is a reality that's going on right now about you, that's going on right now about Alan. There's a reality in heaven, and that reality does not look like what we're facing here on earth. And guys, and you said you wanted motivation in the beginning, right? Listen, that should motivate you, because whenever we face those setbacks, whenever we face those letdowns, now we can accurately assess it. And we can say, God, this doesn't look like what your word says that I am. I'm not looking like a lender. I'm not looking like the head right now on earth. But God, I know in heaven right now, I'm looking like a lender. I know in heaven, I'm looking like the head and not the tail. Come on, guys, you got to feel it. You got to feel it. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Say, Alan, I can relate. I can relate. Because, guys, whenever you're building something, right? Think about it. Think about, these massive buildings, think about the biggest building in your city, right? Think about that might be downtown, that might be a city complex, whatever it is. Think about the massive buildings, right? I know here in Charlotte, we have this Charlotte skyline, and when we think about those buildings, when they were building that, when they were building whatever building you have in your mind right now, don't you think they came across a few supplies that they couldn't use? Don't you think they came across a few bricks that they couldn't use? Listen, what did they do? Did they just say, oh man, I came across this problem and now it's going to have to stop the whole construct? No, they threw the brick away. And they kept building. They kept building. What am I telling you on Mastering Monday today? Guys, there's going to be moments in your journey, and there has been moments in your journeys before, that you're going to face rejection. Things aren't going to work out the way that you planned. You're going to face some no's. But guys, when on your journey of mastery, that doesn't mean that you stop. That doesn't mean that you slow down. That means that you stay focused on the plan. That means that you recalibrate, you reassess, and you continue to build. Guys, I'm Alan Williams Jr. I've enjoyed you here on Mastering Monday. I'll see you next week right here, same place on Mastering Monday.
I trust that message has blessed your life. Right now, I want to give you an opportunity to give to the Daniel Center. The information will be located right here at the bottom of the screen if you want to give into the Daniel Center.